Howdy folks, welcome to the news for August the 1st, 2016. I'm Video James with the gaming news, so let's jump in on it. Oh, and indie shout out to the social farming game on Steam, Worlds. Oh, hey! Look at this review I made right here. Wow, doesn't it just look like something? I'd sure want to check it out. Anyway, World's Dawn is a game in similar vein to Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing, with fun characters and a rich and diverse world for your little so-and-so to gallivant and explore. Now, some good game news for fans and backers of the new Japanese open-world sandbox, Shenmue 3, as the director of the original game, Keiji Okayasu, makes a return to the series. Through a video update on Kickstarter, the veteran director said that he is thrilled to be a part of the team and once again ready to work alongside his old friend Yu Suzuki, the visionary behind the Shenmue games. The Kickstarter drew heavy attention and criticism back in 2015, when the game was picked up by Sony, essentially making the Kickstarter back in mute, and with the developers saying that they were in negotiations with Sony even beforehand, stirring up quite the controversial pot. Concept images for the new Nintendo console, the NX, have leaked, and by the look of them, they seem a little different to what the gaming masses were expecting. The designs show a presumably handheld tablet in similar design to the Wii U gamepad. It includes two detachable controllers that plug into either side of the tablet and let you use the screen and controller combo for playing games. This may be Nintendo's attempt at entering the already congested smartphone market, but with the added angle of being a gaming device firstly. The device will be using the NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor, which already is in use by most other smartphones. Which, to put it into perspective, can give enough power to show graphics similar to the first-gen Sony PS3. So the NX doesn't seem to be a graphical powerhouse, but will instead be similar to their DS handhelds. By the bulky design of the tablet, it doesn't seem to have the added benefit of just fitting into your back pocket like the 3DS, so lugging this device around outdoors or on public transport might be a bit jerky. Reports also indicate that the NX will use cartridges instead of discs, and again like the 3DS, but presumably will also be able to have games downloaded directly to the hard drive and account. The tablet will also be able to stream games directly to the television through a home-based console. And lastly, the Kickstarter for the sci-fi reboot System Shock has raised well over its expected goal of $90,000, to a respectable amount of $1,350,000 in total. The demo included with the Kickstarter page reveals that the game will be a spiritual sequel to the 1994 and 1999 first-person adventure games, but will be running off the Unity engine with new crispy fresh HD graphics and all-glowing futurism for your little heart to hope for. It will be expected to release on Windows and Xbox One with an estimated delivery date of December 2017. Well folks, that's me with the gaming news. If anything here has delighted you, then leave a like, comment and maybe a subscription. Now on to Ethan with tech.
Thanks CJ. Hello there ladies, gentlemen and other, Ethan here. Now I'm pretty sure the modern world is getting to the point where people are using more digital accessories. As we continue to integrate these devices into our lives, we use more and more energy, and we rely on these devices for our everyday tasks. A leading technical organization called the Semiconductor Industrial Association has produced a study which said that the computing will not be sustainable by the year 2040, when energy is required for computing will exceed the estimated world's energy production. The Semiconductor Industrial Association also added, driverless cars and personalized medicine, along with countless other applications of intelligent systems, are on the horizon. Now, this can only lead to more energy requirements. Demands for more powerful devices is high. How long until these issues become mainstream? Only time will tell. Now, how often have you ever wanted something delivered wherever you want? Well, Amazon hopes to accomplish this goal by using drones. Amazon was granted permission for small-scale testing drone deliveries in the UK. Other big companies such as Google are also interested in this. They are all looking to build drones capable of carrying up to 25 kilograms for 15 kilometers. So it looks like I won't be getting that airdrop Russian bride for poor CJ. Sorry, CJ. However, the potential for this delivery drone technology could change the way humans go about everyday life. I worry about the risk of hackers, though. Maybe someone will turn all the drones into lethal weapons. Who knows? That's all we have this week for tech news. Now to Davis with the entertainment news.
How's it going, everyone? Davis here with the entertainment news, and tonight it's all about DC and their upcoming controversies. This time next week, we'll know whether Suicide Squad is the epic turnaround that DC needs, or whether it's just another signpost in an ongoing disaster. We're hoping for the former, obviously, but Warner Brothers seems to be hedging their bets with news that Batman may not be the only superhero to appear in the film. According to The Hollywood Reporter, The Flash, played by Ezra Miller, will also be seen in the movie, though the circumstances are not precisely known. THR did suggest that this could be more than a mid-credits or post-credits scene, and that he will appear at some point during the movie, perhaps in a scene that was shot during the controversial reshoots earlier this year. It would be a smart move given how warmly Miller and the rest of the Justice League cast was received at the just completed San Diego Comic-Con last weekend. Anyway, take this with a grain of salt. Who knows if this is false information? I guess we'll find out shortly. Suicide Squad is in theaters everywhere next Friday. Well, the Justice League trailer has just been released, and I gotta say, this trailer looks really nice. It doesn't show off much, it keeps true to the characters, the writing seems decent, and it's looking like Zack Snyder finally pulled his finger out of his ass. The trailer starts by showing Bruce Wayne going from place to place, recruiting all of the members, from Aquaman to Flash, even Cyborg, who sadly didn't get much presence in the trailer, but that's what happens when you're the least favorite, I guess. There are some gripes with fans about how Aquaman appears to be a bit distant. Instead of wanting to be a part of the Justice League, he's more of a brooding lone wolf type, which isn't really the same person he is in the comics. But we should be used to DC doing that by now. Regardless, the movie looks like it has potential. I'm sure as hell going to see it. I just hope they don't screw up again. Fingers crossed. And lastly, speaking of DC screwing up, Batman the Killing Joke is sadly not as good as fans hoped it would be. The graphic novel, created by Alan Moore, was considered one of the greatest short stories of all time, but the adaptation from comic to movie is no easy feat. The graphic novel itself isn't long enough to be made into a full-length movie, and therein itself lies the problem. Because of this reason, the directors decided to add an additional 30 minutes of story to the film. Now, that doesn't seem to be a bad thing, except it was. The additional footage was centered around Barbara Gordon, who is mainly just a plot device in the story, rather than a fleshed out character. Her character is Batgirl, and she really did not need to be in the film at all. And what adds insult to injury about her is that even after her story is told, there's still more plot and junk that delays from the actual story, which is the backstory of the Joker and his sinister schemes. However, if you can look past Batgirl, and other diminishing things in the movie that I won't spoil for you, Batman the Killing Joke is still what it intended to be. The movie definitely deserves its R rating, so no quarrels there. And that's about all the time we have for the news. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like, as well as give us your thoughts on some of the topics we've shared today. My name is Davis, and from all of us here at Awesome Productions, stay awesome.